Trying to keep this disguised here. This maneuver from Gen. In behind the box, waiting for his timing, sees the fake out. Clone, swing the corner.
To sneak their way through. DetonatioN did take some damage. Slowed up by the vines.
Good flash. The corner. The flash is there, but boom, only able to find one. Kelly's going to be taken down. Prowler goes out. Scouts Crystal here in this position. They know he's behind the wall. Still does well to find that kill before getting taken down by Art. He's caught off guard by Kelly S lurking. Spike, however, still dropped. Has to retap. Cover going out. Sets up the smoke. Has to decide the pile of this. A 2v1 facing towards Tree. Save here from Art, not buy down. Go for that Odin nice and early, but stray shots there, sensing a timing. As DetonatioN similarly tagged up, Crystal dead.
Some of those players trying to get through. Bit of a stun there, but GN right there. Kind of set himself up individually in both his team. He can really cut off a lot of the map, keep GE guessing. Drone does get the spot there on a Jinboom.
Jinboom a little bit too early with that jiggle peek. As well, Crystal, yeah, I was going to say, door gets opened up. He's got line of sight. Trying to scale off this, but he's already noted previously. And okay, distract on the door. Dean Patrick Hu now versus 2, and Art will be the first to fall. May.
As a defender, especially on Lotus, there's just so many places that you can creep into.
Oh, and GN, they just fall right into his open arm.
Big part of DFM's new roster is getting him fired up, getting him online.
Kelly is pushing forward, peeking to waterfall, able to find one. Cage out, Jinboom just going to disrespect that. It's going to be the spike drop now here towards back. All on Crystal. Looking for the first, finds it, the headshot connecting there. The spray a bit frantic, but eludes damage. 1v2. Still though, the salvos oraled away. The high-low setup, and they line up for him! Let's go ahead, TP. Across to the opposite side, but Poppy watching long sight lines here as even the Rolling Thunder are going to be committed. Global Esports just wanting to ensure that they can gain the lead right here, right now. Not going to be a flawless here as May able to find 2. Some decent damage dealt.
Of course, Poppy with his ult, but Showstopper available for May, and he's just down. He's out as well. Now DFM trying to gum up the works. What a shot.
I mean, Jinboom's just out into the open though. Sure, he's able to find one, but he cannot try to make, trade this back and get into any real advantageous position. Now the Neural Theft going to be committed. DetonatioN feeling all is just looking for a little timing there on the corner. Comment here at backside, able to find one. The Haunt about to go through, knows that they're scaling forward rapidly, trying to get in on top of him. They know that he's stuck into the corner. The classic drawn out. DetonatioN will be able to find that kill.
Again though, big ults, judge for Art. So gotta be careful here as GE.
I mean, flashed up, kind of just all clustered together over towards the baby door here. Nakami gets taken down, TP forward, up into the smoke. Patrick Hu, feeling past, able to find one. Art does finally strike that judge being put into play, but he's not ready for DetonatioN.
Last player standing.
Just trying to stay as quiet as he possibly can. Oh, I think he spotted a pixel though, he has no idea. The Crystal's forward, but about to push out over towards Mount Poppy. The noise being heard.
And it's going to be Sheriffs for the side of DFM.
Art. I mean, this should
is
just
mad.
read like
This
a book
is
now.
madness.
They know exactly where he's at. There's May though. Locked in position here for the moment. Second shot from Crystal will connect. Gen going to be taken down. Jinboom, oh my god, desperately needed the breakthrough there. That shot was just instantaneous, however. Vested in the previous round, given that they also went for the pit. But not to be seen. Spot out there on the Jinboom. Poppy going to be being all the way here, well into the back. And Patrick Hu as well, just jumping out. Finds May with a shorty in hand. Crystal sends out the Armageddon. Jinboom absolutely obliterated. Jen just held in a position to flash.
Crystal's Armageddon right on top of the majority of DFM. Kame and Art, okay. Gonna get a couple. Not gonna drop the guns just yet.
Global obviously have a hell of a bank. As Kame looks to try to hold the door, Art will be able to find that second kill. Poppy on the chase.
A pinch being set up here by GE towards Beep.
Based on the first, he's able to find Crystal. Thinks about the Prowler. And maybe a potential timing here as Poppy is able to find one. Kame on the reswing, able to go ahead. Picks him off. Checks for a little bit more. Haunt now destroyed. As the Showstopper into the corner, gets the spot out. DetonatioN going to be blown to smithereens. Inchel down onto the site. Kame with a repeat.
Coverable. A lot of attention now. Using the drone, clear B. TP in as well.
Double TP forward once again this time. Gen not in a position to go for the transfer shots. Art, however, just trying to scale up through the wall. Pushes forward. I mean, it's just a shooting gallery.
Trying to get ahead of the curve a little bit was DFM.
Trying to catch him off guard with some of these timings, perhaps. Either way, though, the pin.
GN and a judge for Art.
And DetonatioN fall slows up the reapproach here from GN, who Would love to be in position a bit faster, given that he just has a judge. Excuse me.
Through that smoke or something?
I know your name stands for guided missile, but guided bullets is... That's just unfair. Akame doing his damnedest. He's able to find a second. Drone going to be sent out. Akame trying to keep them all held. The time is ticking away. Just no real opportunity. Trying to make a go of this one. A triple face finds the first.
And then it all just went out the window.
All right, well, pistol round at the opener went the way of DFM, but Art just as we
pinged the spot, but do they think that's where DetonatioN went?
for now, DetonatioN elimination still not quite yet in their hands until May manages to find Patrick, who opened up a bit.
This tripwire.
Time, ooh, starting to dwindle. This trip is going to be cleared. May pushing his way through, but Crystal on that peak, finding one. Jen going to be taken down. Akame does get into a position to go for the plant. May is instantaneous with that headshot. Poppy, however, arriving. Floor, 12 seconds remaining. As May sends at the paint, she'll try to buy himself some space. Gets drawn off of the plant. Challenges in for a fight, but he's just out of time.
Player standing.
He'll find the kill. But surely, yep, it is just too late.
Almost into spawn for GE. They know full well that this is a.
Elias already here. Gonna guide them to an 11th round win. Haunt does get a reveal. Patrick, who noted by that is Art pushing forward, goes for it. Swinging on the corner though, but it's just far too slow. And Patrick, who drags across, finding him now, spraying wildly into the smoke. And one by one, they shall fall. DetonatioN is coming away with these eliminations. Two remaining players absolutely tagged up. Akame.
That aftershock to slow him down.
You at least want to try to fake the pivot here. Patrick, who now for the moment alone on the site, now dead. Swing out DetonatioN looking for a little bit more. And through the stairs, should be able to catch a timing here on to Kelly S. The shots
Went that way. The GE's already there, so.
Thorin's Throne destroyed. Thorin's Throne destroyed. May be slowed up here.
30 seconds left.
None of Global going to be nearby, immediately evacuating as soon as they hear the showstopper draw out. Checks the close corner. Crystal at the same time, able to find one as Kame going to be taken down. Swing on to the corner, but now default plant coming through. DFM.
Oh.
Spike in play. Kelly S lurking around the back. Art once again trying to go for this lurk timing here. Flash not going to connect. They look to double face. Now he knows that he's in a bit of a bad situation, but cannot run away. Faces back in. Ends up along the wayside. A little bit of damage there onto the enemy breach, but kill cannot be found. GN flashed up, tucks back. The salvos flying towards him. Looks for a little bit more. May with covering fire. Helps to try to keep him alive. Fault line going to be flying out. And they're all lined up as Kelly S. Whichever team is able to find the victory here in this set. It's going to be a very big boon for them moving forward. Ton's fishing here for some wallbang shots. In control here for DFM. Have the spike plant. They look for a little bit more. Nightfall's going to be sent out over towards Waterfall at the same time. Patrick, who puts a mask on, goes sprinting forward, identifying two players over towards this water bend. Paranoia crashing across. Jen, however, will win out the fight. A little bit more time, but with 45 seconds remaining on the clock. Slow push forward, finds that first.
It's a good read for DFM. They're going to avoid a lot of that util.
Paranoia dodged out there by Jin Bung, just able to drift away from it. Push game ready to come through. Oh, right before the flash connects, Jen taking Patrick Who's head clean off. The re-swing out here, and that's just going to be them taking back over here towards stairs. Eventually,
control will be contested. Art.
Absolute lunatic.
Yep.
TP's forward. He's here within the smoke. Kelly S just watching, waiting for the exit. It's like Art wanting to just try to wait and see where to dissipate with the timing.
DetonatioN has been watching Mound and hasn't really seen much. They can lean in this direction. Poppy right around the corner, gets identified.
And jump forward here, May, despite being caught up in the tripwire, still able to find a shot. Crystal finding it.
Being able to communicate in the heat of the moment. 100%, I like it. Oh boy.
Looking for a bit of a crunch play here. Three players still on the approach from Mound. Jan some shots through the smoke to just try to fish for anything that he can get. Flash, however, does connect. Patrick Hu able to find one. Crystal finds another. Starting to make some noise here. Jin Bung eating a bit of damage. Kelly has 5 HP, but on this deep line of sight angle. As the swing out is good. And
trying to play into the smoke, trying to catch DFM off guard, but they paused. They're waiting for the reinforcements. Good shot from May.
Finding himself all three players here on this B site. Even if it is from these two players. DetonatioN, though, on the corner, snappy with the first shot. Does manage to find Akame. Chamber on the floor. How much more do you look for before you call it quits and just look to try to Die to the spike. Jinbung going to be noted here at Halls, just playing ring around the Rosie, not wanting to give him the opportunity as Yodaton does get tagged up here. Jinbung able to go ahead and snap. The rotation's getting ready to come through. Akame and GE just going to go down to the spike. As well from Patrick Huji. He just sprinted across to the B site. Right now that Jet is not here. Trying to counteract. Still though, 3 players trying to grind through here is push out of the smoke, and Poppy just doesn't know which way to look. Jinbung able to find 2 as Kelly has Poppy now. Crystal as well. All falling to the floor. A solid shot. Patrick who will find the hit there. But Jan around
the ability to kind of potentially throw the clone through, throw a flash through, try to clear out that Hall's position.
Patrick who just spotted the recon. Not getting cleared fast enough through the wall. Kill does come through. It's Kelly S. Tucking away, able to find 2, and suddenly the round is absolutely shifted. Gian will stabilize, finding it. Now is all on his lonesome, just that outlaw. Try to keep at A main. Things very much get slowed down, but Gian hits a hell of a shot on Crystal. Dead there at Flowers. Kelly S on the re-peek. We'll find May. Gets the punish. Art going for this plant. Do they just timing him out of the smoke? Looks like the answer is going to be no, but they are able to find the follow-up off the back. The flash is so damn clean. And now it is all on Jinbung.
If there is any kind of lurk out there. A lot of util to clear through here. The double sentinels.
Looking for the flash out onto the push. This time Kelly S not going to be given the opportunity to go for the heroics of the previous 2 rounds. 3v5. It's DFM. Oh, shot going wide. A little bit too much movement there from Akame, but either way, they just face forward.
I'd be very nervous about this if I'm DFM.
Flash out, the pace coming through, and Kelly S able to go ahead and collect 2. DFM here for a brief little moment as Unit to play. No one going to get caught by that. The Cosmic Divide as well. Going to be exchanged on both sides, just absolutely dissecting the map. Cutting it to pieces, and Kelly S deep enough, and that's the last one that he has at the ready. But as the wall falls, it's going to be Crystal, who actually manages to find Gian and May. A 2v3, the drone not going to be finding a damn thing. Star set up for the pool. The recon going to be lobbed in. Quickly cleared as the spam fight begins. There's just not enough time for him. Even if he can get the eliminations, he cannot get the fall for it. Patrick Kuhn now going to take a try his luck.
You can see they're setting up sneaky plays on both sides of the map.
All the walls there, and Art is completely trapped in with the spike dropped. Thorns now popped on the opposite side, and Kelly S just staying tucked back. Reinforcements a world away, but it seems like he likes his odds. No one looking to really join in alongside him in this position. The spot out there, onto 1 player. Now look at the try to flood and overwhelm. He is still doing well to come away with another. Whew. The operator in all likelihood. Or maybe the call says, you know what, we don't need it.
There goes that chamber ult, like you were mentioning. Oh my god, dude. Things getting a little bit dicey. Crystal gonna get out of this wall. Are they gonna be ready?
Waiting for the timing, spots up the first, pulls the trigger, finds it. TB having to be taken there by May, but he delivered right into Kelly S.'s hands. DetonatioN still here. If he can find one from Halls,
anytime
that lockdown could come out. It's waiting patiently. Footsteps spotted. The shot there, swinging forward, interrupts the plant and kills them all. And Art will find one, May gets the other, but the time, it's out of their hands. DetonatioN's so quiet, so patient. And used it in the previous round when I thought he might, just to go ahead and ensure it didn't need it. As Crystal peek out, Crystal hunting, finding 2. The Hunter's Fury, Patrick Hu, DetonatioN both going to be taken down at the same time. 8 seconds remaining.
Crystal
makes it to the site, looking to go for the plant. Shock dart. Attempted the bounce, not able to find it. This time the spike does get planted. It's in play. 3v3, 3v2 is Art. Stopping any attempt at a Hall's push. Coming to get a little bit more damage. Jinbung. Last unscathed player is Crystal. Finds himself a 3rd. 5 HP. They almost line up for him.
They can get this flank under control. Could still be good.
Oh, Art able to find 1. Poppy trades it out. Takes a little bit of damage as May looks for a timing. Seeing the shock dart fly. Cannot confirm the kill, and Poppy's just holding down the door. Global not looking to concede any advantage. Maybe some picks onto the exiting players, perhaps. Akame swinging out, tailwind over the side, updraft from Patrick Kuch, trying to stay A little bit more elusive here. It's tiny bits of damage. And okay, eventually will get taken down. May finds DetonatioN.
Okay.
But the time, not really going to be there. It's just all about damage from here on out. Seems like that might just be the end of it. All right, who at the ready is going to have to be Johnny on the spot with it. Finds the first, overstays though. It's out for a little bit more, not necessarily anticipating that it was going to be a 3-player push in from Art. Speaking of,
coming out of Link, this could be very fruitful for GE.
Kelly-S is still able to find a kill. May going to be taken down. The swing out, Jinbung dead. All on GN. Oh. This time Akame not going to be able to find the headshot. DetonatioN taking him down. Quick little jiggle peek out. May, but for the moment does not have any kind of gate crash set up to try to rejoin over on this A side a little bit faster. GN does manage to find one, dodges the shock. It's about to re-peek, but Kelly-S just strafing over. Just trying to hold them in place. Flash at the ready. The drone to try to check May. I don't believe he gets caught by this one, and the second shot is able to find Poppy. What are you trying to do from here? Attempt at the Thorns, but quickly cleared the recon over the top to just try to get some kind.
GE's got time and money on their side. They're just waiting out, gonna get ahead of that wall, maybe, nope, just one.
Patrick Who's up over the top, catches a glimpse there. May eating some damage, eating a death.
Could have created a flank angle, but
this is where you would love to have the dimensional drift still at the ready. Push out though. Wow. Quick peek from Jinbung, able to find one, but Kelly-S situated. Surely DFM, you have to get out of here. A consolation prize perhaps as the tap does allow you to draw up this Hunter's Fury. But this round will get up to match point.
Match point.
It's difficult to watch this because this DFM team looks scared. They look like they're not confident in some of their decisions. They're not creating flank angles. They're not trying to work against the ults of their opponents. And I would say if you're going to stack up behind this Cosmic Divide, you make a great point here, Achilleos, that not only do you not have May's ult, but you don't have the flashes either to try to break through to the other side of that Cosmic Divide. So you need to create flank angles there. You need to go through Art and clear that and then try to make your retake. Instead, they just try to go for a kind of a flood play. Just gets shut right down. Plus, there's the Cosmic Divide there.
Rendezvous does not go out. They're just trying to reposition Art desperately. Urbanly hunting here for a kill. And will
Patrick who's so far forward. Art.
Question here. GN at the same time able to find Kelly-S, so now he knows that he's running out of time. Spots the first player. Would love to go a little bit deeper, get some more information, but instead we'll just settle for killing the Jinbung here at Flowers. Now invests the lockdown.
Oh, and that alarm bot, so smart.
The swing around the back, the fake out, catching a shot. GN able to find the kill there. But the detain, it manages the strike. Crystal comes away with one. May still here, sending out the flash. The time is just not going to be on his side. They play it wisely. DFM not overstepping here. They will get...
So plenty of time here, plenty of rounds to work with for GE. Up and over with the blades, doesn't get much.
Time at the ready, May able to find one. Escapes the gate crash, but down the 9 HP. Push forward, Art just going to be absolutely massacred as Kelly-S is so far in. Poppy now finding GN, and it's starting to unravel. Spike going to be planted. Ult invested, weapons taken away. May dropping down out from Flowers. Kelly-S having to backpedal, shifts away, but Jinbung out of the Nebula. And Poppy clearly just not quite registering it. Ends up getting eliminated, but two players are so very low. And somehow...
Oh. Just gonna use that steel garden.
Pushes Art forward.
So smart.
DetonatioN is there, ready to find that elimination. GN holding the door, however, Jinbung says all three players stacked up. GE would have to just brawl their way through this. It's clear on the flash, headshot instantaneous.
You say that. I mean, you've got an operator, you've got a couple ults, you've got a dead operator.
Obfuscation there as Jen will do well to go ahead and ensure to play around with nothing to really work for him. The recon not used, hits the first shot, hits a second, and that might just be enough. Cosmic Divide now going to be called out, but already DetonatioN pushing well past that.
30 seconds left.
Could be widely unconcerned. He looks to try to flood a little bit deeper, fight forward for the plant itself. As the Cosmic Divide has dissipated. The peek in, May.
That's my guess.
Gate crash from May, just expiring. Gonna be a little bit further away as Patrick Hu looks for the opener and finds it. Jinbong gonna be taken down. Thorn set up.
Here.
Spike in play. 5 players still strong here for the side of G as they look to bring this series to its end. Dimensional drift out. May scouting calls here. Noticing Patrick Hu's on the corner. Akame able to hold the line, finds the first. Now brings it back into a 4v4. Time working against them. The swing up from Yudotan faces back in towards mid. Arc going to be eliminated. Jien off screen, able to find Kelly S. and May flushes out Yudotan. The Hunter's Fury to try and delay. Jien going to be taken down. Hoppy saved up, but look at the damage. Both of them eating the hit. As May, he dies, but the defuse is there. The shot flies, but Akame cannot find the punish. A world away from his rendezvous. As the flood gets ready to come through. Nice flick, finds one. Crystal can take it down. The redraw on the op, and Patrick Hu is dead. Tries to find this final flick, cannot make it happen. You look at the money here for the side of Global Esports.
What looked like it was just going to be GE kind of running away with this series. Could have an overtime. Well, okay, Kelly
His way back over. Hunter's Fury is available to try to interrupt the plan. Still one forward, they get themselves here onto the site. They're onto the nano. Hunter's Fury going to be coming in, but it's going to be late. Now having to assess and try to spot out these players. The updraft out the window, shot somehow not connecting. Akame nearly able to find it. Got battle, however, the shot connecting. Jien gonna be down to the fadeaway from Patrick Hu. Gets rid of May, and somehow, some way, DFM now very much on the back foot. Swing on the corner, Akame, the last one left standing, and not for long. Close but no cigar. Global Esports do not allow for DFM to run it back, to take it into overtime.